This is a Fubar Radio podcast. You can subscribe to the app on Apple and Android. Visit fubarradio.com for more details. Angelos and Barry on Fubar Radio.
Yes, indeed. That is the sound of Angelos Epithemiou. What have you been eating?
Oh, God almighty. Oh, do you know, I drank 3 bottles of Tizer.
Oh, yeah.
And that is repeat. Oh, my God.
He's in all sorts of trouble. You want to try milk and magnesium?
Oh, really?
Yes, or a bit of Pepto-Bismol.
Well, the thing is, it's so hot out there. The weather's been so hot today.
It's clammy.
It's been so hot today that I had to cool myself down. And I used 3 bottles of Tizer to do it, but it's repeating on me now.
Angelos is here. He's stripped to the waist.
God.
He's got some, pants he's got on there.
Yeah, they're for bladder problems.
He's got some bladder problem pants on.
God.
And some flip-flops. I'm just completely naked.
Yeah,
I'm completely naked. We're friends.
We've got problems with the air conditioning.
Terrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a sauna. A sauna. If I leave here with a verruca from this carpet, I'll be furious.
Yeah, I know.
But I tell you what.
Go on.
Not only are we hot from the weather, we're hot from the Mardi Gras carnival atmosphere of the
hot.
Brazilian World Cup.
Yeah, so yes, that's correct. We've got football fever going on in here at Fubar Towers. But I'm taking a couple of pills for them.
Yes,
what are you taking
I've got
for
an
it?
ointment, and that should clear up. It's sitting on these fake leather chairs.
Hey, Barry.
What's that?
Barry, do you think we're going to win the World Cup?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I know next to nothing about football, and stop me if
really?
I'm getting too technical, but I think we're going to win the World Cup now.
Really? What gives you that idea?
We have got some wonderful players. Jack Charlton's still playing for us, isn't he?
Yeah.
Lineker, Bob Latchford.
Yeah. Des Walker.
Des Walker's still playing for us, and I
Cyril
think
Regis.
we are one of the best. Cyril Regis, one of the best countries at football in the world.
I think so.
And if you don't like it, Johnny Foreigner, you can get lost.
Shove off, mate.
So, that's my tip for the top for this week. England
are going to win the World Cup.
Do you think we're going to win it?
Yeah, I think we're going to win it.
I think we're going to win it.
I think so. I've been reading in the newspapers.
Oh, yes.
I mean, I just... I'm all for playing down the chances of England, but I'm also what I do like is hype. I like hype.
A lot of hype.
I like a lot of hype.
Yes.
I like false expectations.
Nothing to back it up.
Yeah, I like
hot air.
I like unfounded hope.
That's it.
That's
right. Hyperbole.
Hyperbole. I love
a bit of hyperbole. And I'll tell you what I love most about the World Cup.
Go on.
The snacks.
Oh, I love the snacks. What are you going to be?
Well, we've been...
England versus Italy. First game. What have you got on the table in front of you?
Obviously, some Mediterranean cuisine.
All right.
A bit of pesto on a bit of bread.
Okay.
Some Italian...
Yeah.
Well, pesto mainly is the only one. Some biscotti, tin spaghetti. And what I like is we'll have a nibble of that in the first half. I mean, sometimes I've stood up after a football match and I'm dusting down the EC peanut mountain off my cardigan. My wife Margaret, she's twiggly. Oh, blimey, they're getting the folds of your skin. Cheesy balls. My Margaret, she sits with the Euros, when it's ever so hot, she sat without her top on, really to keep cool. And she stood up and whole chickens fell out of the folds in the skin.
Not just the wings, but
not just the wing, the whole body, the gizzard.
Whole roast chicken.
And she'd sat on a bacon sandwich, and that flopped out one of her fat back folds.
Oh, back in the back.
And basically, if we get to the quarterfinals and we've spent all our money on snacks, I might just go rooting around under her tits and see if there's
something in there.
Something under there, baguette or something.
Well, that's nice. So you've got 90 minutes really to shove as much food down your gob
exactly.
as you can possibly. It's like it's like a Mr. Chin's like Chinese. Like, eat as much as you possibly can for £5.
Yeah, 90 minutes. Yeah. But I also like the booze. I've got an old speckled hen.
Who doesn't like the booze?
I've got an ointment for that.
Yeah.
And my Margaret, she likes...
Bishop's finger.
She's got a bishop's finger.
Yeah. I've got a pill for that.
She's got a pill for that.
Good.
And she likes...
What does she like?
She likes...
a nice glass of Pinot Grigio.
She likes a Pinot Grigio.
A nice glass of Chablis.
She likes a bottle of Baileys per half.
Oh, yeah.
And she likes me to give her a Spitfire, which is not what you think it is. It's actually a drink.
What the footballers do to page 3 girls.
That's it. Not that. That's the same. But she likes the football ever so much because she used to be head of the intercity firm.
Oh,
I know. She used to go out and
smashing people's faces
and leave a calling card. You've been visited by Margaret St Michael. Stitch that.
Found and dealt with.
Yes. Oh. Where will you be watching the football? You going around one of your mates' houses?
No, I'm hiring out cinema.
Oh, yeah, you've hired out a cinema.
Yeah, I've hired out a local View multiplex.
That's it.
Yes, I am. I pay £7 to do that.
Yes.
And I'm going to go and see a film. And then I'll go home and watch the football.
Oh, so you get the double benefit. You've seen a film, you've recorded the football.
That's it, I'll go and watch the football.
It's not bad value at the View, £7. 2 ounces of pick and mix and a small drink, £423.60.
Well, Barry, that's how they get you.
That's how they get you?
That's how they get you, isn't it?
How much is the popcorn? Have we done this one before?
20 quid, innit?
20 quid, and it precisely how much to make?
About 50p, innit?
About less than that. They probably pay you to take it off their hands.
That's how they get you.
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 I tell you what, though, Barry.
What?
Like, when you're going, nowadays, we're now around about now the World Cup of football, right? You go into Sainsbury's and you can pick up, 15, 16, 20 cans of lager for about 10 quid.
Yeah.
But they know
that
when you're pissed up on all that booze, you're going to come straight back into Sainsbury's and go, cool, I'm hungry.
Oh,
let's have a bucket of chicken.
That's it.
Let's have some olives because you're playing Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's have twiglets and crisps. Yeah. And that's how they get you.
That's how they get you.
That's how they get you.
That's it. Will you be having a young lady round to, show your fancy olives, your tarama salata and all that?
Yeah, I'll be having my mate Julie round. She's a bouncer.
That's it.
She's a nightclub. I'd rather she didn't come round, but she insists on coming round.
That's right.
No. And because she's so big.
Yes.
I mean, she's like, she can bench press 140 kilos.
Right, okay.
So when she says she wants to come round, I don't really have any choice about it. She has to come round.
She got you in Boston Crab, didn't she? That last match, the qualifying matches.
Nearly broke my bloody back.
Does she think that's erotic?
Well, I'll be honest with you, it is quite erotic. Yeah.
What does she do? Bends your neck back?
She bends me right back into a stress position, right? And then she's like, 1, 2, 3, crack. Is
that a turn on?
Yeah, it is. I'll be honest with you. It does work for me.
Because I've never understood. Some people are into SM, BDSM, sadomasochism.
That's right.
And
I mean, that's like the threat of pain and the threat of violence.
Yeah, that doesn't do nothing for me.
But I like the actual violence.
Do you?
Yeah, I do like that. Yeah.
Because we had a loan out with one of them Wonga people.
Yeah.
And a man come round and he says, unless you pay the £723 you owe in interest, I'm going to break your kneecaps. Now, I don't remember getting turned on by that. That was a threat of violence.
I know, that's it.
We will remove your sofa, and if you try and stand away, and your spleen. I don't remember me having any twinge at all.
You see, I take Wonga loans out for precisely that reason, you see. And Julie, she works for them.
Oh, yes.
So sometimes it's her that comes round
to
snap your ankles.
Donga in her case.
Yeah, that's it.
You
so football fever.
Football fever.
Football fever.
Oh, yes, it's football football fever, football fun. England gonna win it and stab it up your bum. Oh, England gonna do it. We're gonna win the match. Everybody's watching and there's the catch. Oh, England all the way.
We're gonna win a football cup and loads of them again.
Oh, England all the way.
We're gonna win the football cup. And I love Michael Bay. His Transformers film is bloody good. It's got robots in it.
And all. And I saw it at the cinema by the town hall. Oh, England done it again. We're gonna beat the French, the Germans, and the flipping Spain. Oh, England, to win the cup. Mess it up. Oh, well, that was a lot of fun.
It's another attempt at the World Cup song.
Well, that's 2 in 2 weeks.
Bad, is it?
2 in 2. What I'll say is that I'll tell you what's a little bit of optimism and to reflect that, it's Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer. That's the seamless link, that was a seamless link into this song, which takes, according to the screen, 37 seconds to get going.
Tell you what, if you'd have bought this single back in the 80s, you wouldn't want your money back.
Oh, look, it was
40 seconds it takes to get going, this.
Here we go. Stay with us, don't be put off by this opening. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God, I'll tell you what. Hello?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are honoured to be joined by Miss Lauren Miss, yeah. Miss Lauren Harris. Harries. And she is here with a lovely young man called Danny.
Danny McKee.
Danny McKee.
Is it Danny McKee? No.
No, he's saying it's not. What is it?
What is it?
You tell it. John and Danny?
Maxa. It's spelled differently.
Danny Maxa.
Now, the interesting thing about Danny Maxa is that he doesn't half look like Ryland of X Factor.
Ryland off the X Factory, and we saw Danny walking past, and I could have sworn it was Ryland, you see, off the X Factory.
He's got like a personality. He doesn't just look like Ryland, he's got personality to go with
Controversial.
it. So, are you saying that Ryland doesn't have a personality?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying they're both totally different in their personalities.
How do they differ?
They differ because Danny is what you see is what you get, and with Ryland,
a hunk.
Well, you get Ryland, don't you, when you look at him?
With Ryland, he's just a different sort of kettle of fish.
Okay, that's cleared that up totally.
That has cleared that up. Danny, we want to hear you say something. Stick your mouth near that big phone thing there.
Say something in there. Defend yourself.
Do you sound like...
hello.
Hello, everybody.
There we go.
There we go. Does that sound like Ryland? What does he sound like? He's from Essex. Where are you from?
I'm from East London.
Whereabouts?
Bow.
Oh, very nice.
Okay.
My family's originally from Bow in East London. It's lovely. Used to get all them lovely old Cockney songs. Everyone used to sing in the pub. You know, that lovely old one...
Which one?
You're gonna get your fucking head kicked. Those lovely old ones. It's a lovely song. Lauren is very, very famous as a child. She was on the Terry Wogan's UK chat show Wogan.
Yes.
She has written an antique guide, Rags to Riches, a Channel 4 documentary, Little Lady Fauntleroy, made by actor Keith Allen. Was that a bit of sneer in that one?
Keith Allen is a bastard.
Okay. Moving swiftly on. In October...
No, I think we'll come back to that.
We will in a minute. October 2006, Harry's, it's changed from Lauren on this piece of paper, not quite so friendly, appeared in the Channel 5 television series Trust Me, I'm a Beauty Therapist.
Which was a nightmare.
Which was a nightmare. There's a catalogue of disasters on it.
Back to that.
Write that down as well, Angela. In November 2008, here we go, featured a cover girl on the Specialist Lifestyle magazine Trans Living.
Yeah.
Good or not?
Yeah, that's true.
That
I
was
was on
all
the
right?
front. I was on the front. Yeah,
Front
that's my
cover of that?
first, photo cover.
Modelling.
First photo cover.
Photo cover, right. Harris is a Buddhist and a vegetarian.
Well,
which
the
is
two go hand in hand.
and she lives in Cardiff, which doesn't go hand in hand with that necessarily.
No.
What's it like in I've been to Cardiff on a Saturday night. Me and him have both
Well,
done.
I mean, ironically, it's
At
a
your
meat
age,
market.
you've been clubbing, have you, in Cardiff?
It
My
is
God
like-
in heaven, at 82, what a disgrace.
It is like a Roman orgy on a
I was gonna
Saturday
say,
night in
ironically,
Cardiff.
for a vegetarian, Cardiff's like a meat market.
Isn't it?
It is a lovely place, Cardiff, you know.
Oh, I know.
It is particularly outrageous on a Saturday night. I've done jongleurs there.
Friday night's the one.
Well,
Oh, is it?
is it?
Just film it on a Friday night and you'll see a lot you might not want to see.
Really?
That's life, darling.
I've lived a little,
Sure,
Lauren.
yeah,
When I
Well,
was,
you're 82, aren't you? So
Exactly.
you've seen a lot.
it aged me going to Cardiff. I was only 50 when I got there.
God, did you get back? When you got back, were you 82 or were you 50?
I was. Do you
You've
know?
aged very quickly.
I had my first grey hair in Cardiff. It was a pube in a sandwich I was eating at the
That
time.
is
but-
absolutely disgusting.
Anyway, I was in Cardiff. That's not my joke. That someone said that the show I did, the 100 Club, I'd have nicked it. No,
Oh, you
no
nicked
one
it.
need know.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Anyway, I wanted to ask finally about Cardiff. Then we'll get back to me.
Isn't it stuck on Cardiff?
Is when I was in Cardiff, this is true, we come out of jongleurs, you see, at the end of the night. And this is an example of the debauchery in Cardiff. There was a young man, he'd had a couple of drinks, not a crime, we've all done it. And he was in the bus stop, and he had obviously collapsed, and his trousers and pants around his ankles, whilst a variety of young Cardiff ladies had their photo taken next to his bum.
Oh, that's nice.
And I thought,
Well, I suppose at 82, you'd probably be a bit upset about that, wouldn't you?
I would have been upset at any time, particularly if it was me showing my
Yeah, I
anus
know,
to
I
the
know. Well,
world.
that's what I said. I mean, they just have fun in Cardiff,
Yeah,
and
that's a lot of fun.
whatever goes, as long as they're happy.
Yeah.
Are you a bit of a star around Cardiff? I'm not saying you bend down at bus stops with your trousers around your ankles,
I
but
can't go anywhere in Cardiff without being stopped.
Yeah. Do you get people with the camera phones? Just
Yeah, every day.
Doing that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
do you like it or do you not
I
like
like it because I chose it,
Yeah.
so
yeah.
I can't deny. I
Did
can't
you-
not like it.
Did you always want to be famous then, Lauren?
It was a pure accident. Just happened when I was on the antideutics and all that. It just happened on its own. It was meant. The universe made it happen.
Yes.
So you wanted it to happen as well?
No, I just
Oh, you
thought.
didn't
I mean, I was a child and I went on Terry Wogan. I thought it was just an ordinary TV show, and then it became.
Yeah.
It became humongous,
Yeah.
big, and it's
Yes.
never stopped being big since then.
Whose idea was it to put you on the Terry Wogan show?
Well, it was just I'd done a few shows before in Wales,
Yeah.
and then they spotted me and they gave us a ring and they said they'd like Lauren to go on Terry Wogan, and I didn't even know Terry Wogan was then.
Yes.
Well, I did because I used to watch him, but
Oh, yeah,
there was
you
a lot
did,
going on. I had school, I had whatever. So yeah, I mean, then someone recognised me at home and it went in the papers, and then they just got a call. I was on Terry Wogan, and that's really what started it all off.
Can I? No, it's a very interesting point because you haven't actually said whether you like that or not. Were you sort of railroaded into it? Do you think a bit?
Well, I was bullied in school, so
Oh, God.
I really enjoyed the applause
Yes.
and the positivity I got from the audience, and
Yeah.
it was wonderful compared to going to school. So being on television was my was my way
Refuge.
out from school, because you weren't allowed to leave school. But I left school when I was 13, and they used to nag me to come back, and I said, no, I'm not going back. So I left school at 13, and I wrote a book when I was 10, so it's not bad, eh?
That's pretty good, mate. Listen, what do you still deal in antiques now? Or do you,
Well,
you don't
no,
give a
I
shit
like
about 'em?
vintage clothes and jewellery, and I like to
But you could
collect.
still spot a good Chesterfield.
Yeah. I've been on the Antiques Roadshow, being talk about my life and whatever. But yes, I'm still into the antiques,
Yeah.
but I'm also me, and you know,
Yeah.
and I think it's. I've got a lot of facets, as they say.
Yeah.
That's right, I can see him. But my wife was on the Antiques Roadshow. I don't know whether you met her. She brought one of her legs in to be, valued. She said she couldn't part with it.
Does she have one leg then?
She's got the two, but she just wanted one of them looked at. And
But why did
he
she-
got down with a magnifying glass and he said, "It's fucking old."
Didn't she decide to go to the doctors instead?
No, he doesn't value legs.
Exactly.
He's a doctor, not an antiques expert.
But he
When did
just-
she? I think
You
you
just
know
said
that.
she went to the Antique Roadshow and had a leg value.
She did.
Well, therefore, that will change the subject.
Listen,
Yes.
Lauren, let's talk about Keith Allen.
Oh, my God.
Now, you claimed earlier that he was a bastard.
I'm
Your
sorry, I
words.
do not. I don't swear.
No,
but
you didn't say that, but,
I don't swear, but that man tried to ruin my family's life.
Oh, God.
Can you?
Can you say why?
Yeah, because he did a documentary which was discriminating, and
Yes,
it
I
was,
remember it.
Yeah, it was Little Lady Fauntleroy,
Yeah.
and it was awful. And it took me up until I went on into the Big Brother house for people to see the real me and not the version that Keith Allen made out that I was.
What was the version he made out you were?
Weird
Yeah.
family. Just basically, it was all a diversion to make us seem as if we weren't genuine people. And I watched it, and we honestly just didn't want to go out in public after it.
No.
But that's what Keith Allen did, and that was the 90s, and that's or the first 2000. And that's what he did, though. He made documentaries to discriminate.
That's
and
right.
that's exactly what he did.
Can I ask you about it? Because that's what I was kind of alluding to earlier, because he sort of seemed to hint, from what I remember, that you were sort of put up to the antiques thing and it wasn't really your decision. And
People have been saying that all my life, but there's one thing you can say about me is I make my own decisions. Nobody makes them
Even
for
at
me.
10 years old, you make your
Yeah,
own.
well, yeah, I was. If you look back at the videos, I was a lot more strong-willed than I am
Yes,
now.
yeah.
And if I wanted to make a decision, I'd make one. But this was going down the line when I had the transgender operation and then Keith Allen came, and I'd not been on television for years.
Yes.
I didn't realise that these documentaries even existed,
Yeah.
and it was just awful. It was, when I hear his name, it has taken me a while, but because I forgive everybody, because there's no point in being
Carrying that with you.
carrying But if I say he's a bastard, he's a bastard.
Yeah.
how are your parents about all that now then?
Oh, they're fine now. I mean, my family take things with a pinch of salt.
Yes.
You know,
Sure, they've
and
learned to
especially
do
in this
that.
business, if you take it personally, you can't be in it.
No, that's very true. That's very Danny. You
Danny,
got lessons-
you have to
lessons-
say
lessons
something.
to learn there, my
Yeah, well,
friend.
Danny he looks like Ryland, but he's got a better personality.
Oh,
we
yeah.
you said
You
that,
made
Yeah.
and a bit later on we're going to bring Danny into the fold, and he can regale us with some of his anecdotes from the East End of London.
Not necessarily anecdotes, but just
No,
general
it seems
chit-chat.
like
Lauren, are you managing Danny? Is that
No,
what's
I
going-
just, he's my friend.
Oh, come on. Where
I
did you two meet then?
we have an agent, and I met her, and then we met, and he was having a fag in the gully in London.
Oh,
I
right.
thought he is a funny man, and he's a nice person, and we clicked very quickly.
Really?
Unfortunately, he's gay, so there you go.
Is it a specialist skill? I mean, having a fag in the gully. I've seen something like that on a sex show in
Listen,
Frankfurt.
if you need a fag, you'll have one anywhere.
I wouldn't have one
And we're
up
not
there.
going to say it. I don't mean it that way. I mean
Oh,
a
right.
cigarette.
I'm
No, I'll tell you
Berlin.
what we're going to do. We're going to play a song.
Oh, yeah.
And
I hope it's a nice one. I don't want any of these sex songs.
No, a
or
lot
these...
of the songs we play on here are shit, Lauren. So there's no we don't know what.
I mean,
We
they
don't-
even do a song about bloody Oreos.
yeah, I
Can you
know,
believe it?
I know.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
I
This
want
is
a nice, slow, romantic one, please.
Oh, a nice-
And you're 82, so you shouldn't be listening to these young crap songs.
this is a lovely romantic. Oh, it's a
Better
lovely.
be.
You'll like this. It's I want to sex you up. by
That's the one I do not like.
Colour Me Bad. Here we go.
Got the thumbs
Don't
down from
stop.
Lauren.
Tick tock, you don't stop. Wish it would. Tick tock, you don't
What a
stop.
load of old shit.
What
that
a
is.
load of shit that is.
Well, you put it on.
Yeah, I know, but we had
when
to.
you're putting this on.
We had to put it on.
Listen, you can still be sexual at 82.
I know you can, even with a dodgy knee.
Before you come in here, I'd ram my penis between that chair and my cushion.
Oh
to
my
be
God,
fair,
do you have
though,
any
babe.
I have
discretion?
tripped.
Yeah.
You don't have any discretion, and that went out the window. Was it when you got to 80 you thought, I'm not going to bother anymore?
I think so. If you don't know yourself by 80, you know.
You know
It
yourself.
took me up to 30
well.
to know myself properly.
How long?
Up to 30.
Yeah.
Who else has known yourself? Has anyone else known?
Well,
we should
what?
know about?
Anything? Well,
All right,
you've got something written down.
I've got something written down here, and
What does
listeners,
it
Your
say?
eyesight might be going. So
What does
you
it
might
say,
need-
Barry?
look,
Can you read? Or shall I read it for
He
you?
can read. I can read.
You can read. I know
can-
you're younger.
well,
than
you
I
read
am.
it
I'll
then.
read it. Let me read
You'll
this.
like this, listeners.
Okay, so in 2006, Lauren claimed to have slept
Claim,
with...
my God in heaven.
It
I never
says
claimed.
It says here,
It says
claimed.
to have
Yeah,
slept
well,
with
Russell-
Russell Brand. I'll read it.
Just repeat it.
And this is the tweet, I think, or something similar. Tonight I had a date. I had little experience with dating men in Britain. As soon as they knew who I was, they were frightened off.
Yeah,
Not
well.
because of my small fame, but because I used to be a man. Is this too much for a man to accept? I knew it would take a man with real awareness and strength to take me on. Later on, Lauren went on to tweet, I had sex with Russell Brand in one of
Russell
Big Brother
Brand.
production company Angelos cheap hotels. Although Russell thinks he's Jesus, believe me, girls, he's not. Well, I mean,
well,
that
that's
is,
saying,
that
isn't
is explosive stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's all true.
Is it?
Yeah, well, but the problem is Russell Brand
Yeah.
denied it. But
Well,
then he went on YouTube.
I've got the
Yeah, but he
denial
went on
here.
YouTube and he actually didn't deny it because he said, I had sex with James Harris just to get me. Because he knew that would be the right kick in the arse.
Now,
Spit
why would he
low.
do that to you?
Because he's a slime ball and he's a mummy's boy and his mother won't let him admit it. And I know what it's like when you've got a mother. I've got one myself, and I know that I don't think his mother would think about it. And also, he's married to this, he's going out with this posh bird, and she wouldn't approve either. Transgender should be accepted, and, we had good sex, and then he just didn't want to tell anybody. That's why we had no photographs taken, because he didn't want anybody to know.
He didn't want it splashed all over the magazines.
Well, it did happen, and I only made.
What, he splashed all over the magazines?
That's part of my book that was written, and then when I went in the house, they wrote it. It came out. I didn't even know that had come out.
Yeah.
It was splashed in the papers,
Splashed.
and I thought, who gives a crap?
Yeah.
It happened.
Yeah.
And Russell Brand, if he isn't man enough to admit it,
Yeah.
then he hasn't got any balls, has he?
But he's a man with real awareness and strength, according to you, Lauren.
He's got he's got awareness.
Yes.
I can't that. He's got awareness.
That
and
is Lauren's phone.
Yes, he's got
it's
awareness.
Russell's ringing.
He's,
Russell's ringing.
Russell's ringing.
He's got no fucking awareness
he's-
ringing when we're doing
He
this.
has awareness and strength, but the problem is he doesn't have. He's got an ego.
Oh,
And
the old
he's got what you
ego.
call an egoic mind. Because
Yes.
after we had sex, all he did was watch reruns of himself and bit on the side. Big brother, little brother.
Were you lying back with a Lambert and
faggot.
Butler being all sort of sexual?
And
well,
he's
it was a
watching
bit of a
himself on the
slimy.
telly.
It was a bit of a dump, but it was.
Is
the
that
fact-
what he's into? How horrible.
No, it was just a
Oh,
cheap.
sorry.
It was just a cheap hotel, and but we had a good time. And
Yeah,
a lot of men don't have the confidence to go out with a transgender woman.
Fair enough.
And they really don't, because no matter what you look like, they'll always see a bloke, and it's not fair. That's why I've been
not fair.
celibate for 6 years, because I gave up on men, and I thought I'll find myself, I'll do what I want,
And now?
I have. And now, well, I'm not looking, but if it happens, it happens.
Oh, so you're not currently in a relationship then?
Oh no! Listen, I've got a life to lead, and when you
Yeah.
have a man in it, it complicates everything.
Oh,
and I
God.
think every girl would think that
Yeah.
too.
Well,
Yeah.
let's
Do
draw.
you agree with that, Danny?
Yeah, Danny.
Yeah, great,
yeah. A relationship, it just like all you think about is the person, and you've got a work to do, and it staggers your mind because all you're thinking about is that person when you should be concentrating on the job in hand.
Yeah.
Danny agrees, don't you?
Danny agrees.
Tell me, so how many times did you do it? Oh, sorry.
That is a
off
really,
that.
really personal question.
Yeah, okay.
No,
Beg
no,
your
no, no.
Beg your
It's
pardon.
good.
no,
Let's
she's
just
willing
say,
to answer the question. I
beg your
think.
pardon.
yeah.
Beg
I
your
mean,
pardon.
maybe 3 times.
Maybe.
3
Yeah,
times.
and everything else will be in the book because we didn't just meet up once. We met up a couple of times.
Oh, so you had
Remember,
sex on
Russell
a number of
Brand wasn't
occasions.
as well known then. I mean, I was in a taxi and I saw Russell Brand on a bus. And
Yes.
oh my God, he's got, he's
got
in
balls.
there in Hollywood. But at the time, he was a presenter of the show, and that was that, and we had a fling. And he hasn't got the guts to admit that. But he did admit it on YouTube. But
Three-
he didn't
three
use Lauren's
separate
name, he used my
occasions.
old name. So basically, he's telling people, Well, what is he telling people? You just have to look at YouTube and find out.
Yeah, where did you find that on YouTube?
Oh God, it was on Twitter, and someone said he said I had sex with James Harris.
Oh, okay.
And then it was just I was just sick to my stomach.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay. Well, let's not talk about that.
An 82, which must be wearing you out, all this sex
He
talk.
bloody loves hearing it all, doesn't
I
he?
do
Well, yeah,
love it.
especially with the pillows. He's very busy.
Yeah, I wish I hadn't said that. But the thing is, Danny, you got
Danny,
a nice
come
young man at the moment?
He's very handsome, and he does have a
yes, I'm
boyfriend.
seeing someone, yeah.
Is he any good though, Danny?
No.
What do you
No,
mean
he is,
any
he is,
good?
yeah, he is nice.
He's a decent chap, is he?
Yeah, he's nice.
What is he, bank clerk or, job in insurance? Or is he showbiz like you?
No, he's not in show business, no.
He's not
He's an Essex boy, I know.
I thought they were all in showbiz in Essex. You only have to get followed down.
He's and all, don't they?
Yeah, we've had a few Towies in here, actually.
Well, Danny wants to go in Towie, and he'd be perfect for it.
Yeah.
And people think I'm his agent, but I'm not. I know his potential, and when you've been in the business since you were 10, you know you can tell when somebody is
you
good.
had quite a long time out of the business, though, didn't you, Lauren?
Well, there was a lapse about a couple. I did bit on the side, and there was a lapse for 2 years.
Yeah.
Then I went to art college and got an A level in art.
Well done.
Yeah, even with all the prejudice I had to deal with.
Oh, God.
And then Big Brother said to me, "Well, we haven't contacted you because we wanted everything to be quiet before you went in the house." I said, "Fair enough." So then I went in the house.
How did you get on in the house then? Who were you in there with?
Carol McGriffin.
Oh, she's difficult.
Mario Falcone,
I
who
don't
is
know
sex
who
on
she is.
legs, but unfortunately a liar. And
dear.
also Charlotte Crosby.
What's she like?
Charlotte, is it Charlotte Crosby?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Charlotte Crosby.
What's she like?
Charlotte Crosby, well, she didn't wee the bed, she put water in the bed.
Oh, God, she's a liar
is that-
too.
Yeah, and the fact that people think, anyway, people love Charlotte, and she is a down-to-earth girl.
Is there someone you've met in show business that you've liked and got on with?
Apart from us.
Apart from us,
Of course.
Yeah.
Anybody well, yes, as a child, Eleanor Jones, you wouldn't know her, but she's Welsh.
Okay.
And Terry Wogan was always very nice to me.
That's nice.
Jonathan Ross.
Oh, yeah.
Been nice,
He's
yeah.
a nice
Frank
man.
Skinner, no.
Not
No,
Frank.
not very pleasant.
Frank Skinner
What's wrong with
said
him?
I should be slapped across the face.
Oh, what for? What did you do to him?
I didn't do anything, I just spoke my mind. But he said children
What
should
did
be
you say to
seen, not
him?
heard.
Oh, but I
you
remember
were-
that.
I wasn't that. I
I
was about
see.
16.
Surely he was being ironic, wasn't
No,
he?
it was the 90s. He got away with it. He wouldn't get away with it now, I'll tell you that.
No, not nowadays.
Now, tell us about the
Oh, yes, the beauty thing.
beauty thing
Oh,
that
yeah.
you've done.
Also, said it was a disaster.
What you
What-
just read was from my book, by the way. You do know.
Oh, what?
there's a
And
book
when's that
coming
coming out then?
Well, we want it to come out by December
Okay. In time for what?
for people to buy it.
Oh, yeah, no.
And also, it's going to help transgenders, and it's going to help people understand me. But it also is, there isn't a book out there to help transgenders, and I wanted accepted. And it's not just that. I have had a lot of affairs, and I've also had a big life.
Do you
So I
feel
want people to read
misunderstood,
that.
though, Lauren?
What?
Do you feel misunderstood as a person?
I think the only person you should feel, if you understand yourself,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what other people think.
No, I know, but
So
but you talk about like people knowing the real you quite
Yeah,
a
the
lot.
real me,
and
yeah,
Why
because
why
that's
do you want
because of-
everyone to know the real you?
No, I just want people to know I'm a kind, nice person like they do now. But when we had the Keith Allen documentary,
Yes.
and we had a lot of
see.
shit going on, that's what made people think, oh, let's throw some stones through the windows.
Yeah.
So I know, people. It's amazing how Cardiff has seen me as a woman now and asked me for photographs. And in the past, it wouldn't have. It just wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
People, you see, you shouldn't see the sex of somebody. You should see the person,
Right.
and love the person for who they are, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, no, I totally
I have a
agree.
growing admiration for you.
Yeah,
Seriously,
I
Lauren.
Thank you. And 82
I
as
like
well.
that.
You're very open-minded.
I
But
like-
there is. I made my own word, and it's called transphobia, and I will be saying that to my dying day. Anyway, you carry on. I know you've
Well,
got
what we
something
wanted to
say.
talk about
Yeah.
the Trust Me, I'm a Beautician,
Oh, my
which
God.
you previously stated was a disaster.
Yeah, Michelle Marsh.
Oh, what?
Michelle Marsh.
Who's she?
Through all my, she's on this morning. She talks about the gossip.
Oh,
Yes.
And what she
right.
did, I had a glass of her wine, because I've never mixed with people before. This gave me good experience with Big Brother. She threw all my clothes out the window
Why?
because she was annoyed.
What did you do to her?
I just drank some of her wine. So she threw all my clothes out the window. She took them, and they just made my life a living hell.
What was this in Trust Me, I'm a Beautician?
What it is we worked in a Swansea hairdressers where we were taught how to do hair and everything.
Okay.
And it was also cut badly and didn't make me look so good.
No.
And there was a lot of, there was Susie Quattro was there.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
They have a
and,
great drive.
Another Michelle Marsh, blonde one, big knockers.
Oh, yeah.
I know her. I've seen a lot of her
Yeah,
work.
she didn't like me at all. No. We had a competition at the end who would win, and I didn't, and she did. But fact is, it was a very big learning experience to live with people. But it should have been filmed because it was more interesting than the actual show.
Yeah.
But it gave me experience of Big Brother. But anybody who goes into Big Brother house doesn't know how the experience is going to feel until they're in there. And that's why they're grumbling now, because even when they audition probably 20 times, you still don't realise how it feels.
Yeah. And do you think that maybe because when you go on these shows, you're at the mercy of the editors, aren't you?
Yes.
They're going to edit. So do you think maybe you shouldn't go on these shows? Because they're going to chop you to bits and make you look awful.
They don't make me look awful.
Not you, I'm just saying.
No, you can't chop me to bits, because the fact is, there's nothing to hide.
No,
I tell it as it is.
Yeah.
No,
so,
but you've been on the other one with Keith Allen.
Yes,
and you've been
but
on the Beauty
I
one
wasn't aware then.
I think, to be fair, one of the things I would say about the Keith Allen thing is, what did you expect? It was never going to be a sort of gentle ride.
Yes, but we've been out of the limelight for
And
a
you
very
hadn't
long time.
realised.
And we didn't realise.
Yeah, of
But
course.
once you realise, you understand.
Yes.
You like the limelight, though?
Yeah, I do. I do like the limelight because I've got a cause. My cause is for transgenders, and every time they see me, they'll know that.
When did you know that you was transgender?
When the TV stopped, when I was about 16, and I realised I was very unhappy, and it took me, I thought I was gay, then I realised I wasn't, and then I went to my doctor and I told them, and they said, there's nothing we can do, it's going to cost you nearly £25,000, so I just bought a bottle of wine and drank the whole bottle.
God.
Dad came down and said, "How are you?" I said, "I'm fine." And then I had a Yellow Pages in a phone. There was no internet then. This was 16 years ago. And I found the money, and I sold my story to Max Clifford. Oh my God!
Yes.
And I sold my story, got some money together, and I managed to get the operation. And it's not just physical when you're a woman; it's mental. So it took me a while to be as one, but I am now, and I have been for quite some time.
Are you feeling happier now?
Oh, yeah. I was always a happy child, but there was just something quite not right, and I figured that out. So, yes, I am happy.
So how do you know, you know that you think you might be gay, but you're not gay?
I went to gay clubs, and I experienced the gay world, but the fact is that they saw me as effeminate, which is almost like a girl boy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's not what I wanted. I wanted a straight man to see me as a woman.
I see.
And that's the crutch of it all.
Yeah.
Well, it's very, very brave of you.
very
Well
brave.
done. I really appreciate that. And I think we've got a bit of an exclusive there. I've never heard you speaking quite like this.
Oh, well, that makes a good programme.
No, that's good. No pressure, Danny, but your turn.
Come on, Danny, say something.
Now, look, the big question I want to ask you
here it comes.
is simply this. It's a wonderful career whilst Ryland is in our consciousness, but what happens when he shuffles off to the Big Brother Celebrity Love Island in the sky and his career takes a nosedive and he's opening up fates at my old people's zone? Will you still be going around like Ryland?
No, I wouldn't be, no. I'd probably
He's blonde.
try
actually.
someone else.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't. He will. What you do is you change the look and be who you are.
You've had your go, love.
Danny, you speak, Danny.
Danny,
you speak.
but it can't just be a question of being a lookalike. You must have your own thing you want to bring.
My personality myself, but
Yes.
Have you got a job, Danny, at the moment?
I do have a job at the moment.
What are you doing?
I work in a bar.
Oh, okay. Which one?
Somewhere in East London.
Not allowed to say.
Not allowed to say.
Didn't want to say.
That's a shithole, really.
Oh, shithole.
And when people turn up, they go, bloody hell, it's Ryland.
Look like Ryland.
Yeah, it's quite a rough Eastern pub, but
Is it?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. And so when you've cut your hair to look like Ryland, obviously.
No,
yeah.
I was looked like this before he did.
Really?
Did he copy you?
Yes.
You're joking.
Did you know Ryland before he was famous?
I met him when he was, I think he'd done a Katie Price thing he'd done. I met him a few times then.
Okay.
Then I didn't see him for ages. Then he went on the X Factor.
And you went, hello, what's this?
And then he was blonde in the X Factor, and I was dark. Even I'm natural blonde, I'm dark now.
Yes.
And I had the beard and that.
Right.
Then the X Factor changed his look to dark.
Yes.
And then it just sort of merged. I mean, just sort of,
Okay.
someone's going, oh, well, a minute, you look very similar.
That's very annoying, isn't it?
What if a pair of you went out
places.
together? That'd be.
I've been out a few
something.
times with him.
Really?
Yeah, I've been out a few times with
That
him.
must be a bit of a double take.
Do
Yeah.
you ever say to him, oh, thanks a lot, mate, you've stolen my look?
Yeah.
No, I haven't never said that to him, no.
You want to get on X Factor, like as
That's
if
right.
like, it's never happened. See
As
how
if he's
far
not
you
Right,
get.
so I'm a shit singer, so I put
Oh,
Well,
you'll
there you
be
go. That's
alright.
two
You'll be fine.
things in common as well, isn't
Yeah,
it?
exactly.
What about bursting into tears at the most, at anything?
Simplest things.
Simple-
Oh, no, I can't afford the wrinkles to be bursting into tears.
No, absolutely.
Can't be having none of that.
Well, look, it's been a joy, isn't it? They've got to go
absolute
because
pleasure.
they're going off to. You're presenting Newsnight tonight, and you two.
Oh no, it's Big Brother's.
Oh, it's not Newsnight.
It's the
sorry.
first one of many. Of Big Brother's bit on the side.
Okay.
Danny's going to be with me. He's going to be in the audience supporting me, and he's
Yes.
also helps me with my
nice.
makeup and everything.
Nice.
And
Yep.
it's lovely. And
well ensconced
so
there,
you know,
Danny.
it'll be on YouTube, I'm sure.
Oh, well, it's been an absolute joy, and I think there's
Pleasure.
something of it an exclusive, and we've had some terrible guests on here,
Oh,
but these two have
honestly,
been
some
very
real
nice.
shit we've
Oh,
had.
we've had
You just
some
forget
shit.
you're 82 though in the end, don't you? You look so
do,
young.
Exactly,
I
yeah.
do. You make me feel so young.
It's the cream he splashes on his
You don't
face.
splash it on
What is
me
it?
bum.
Do you use Nivea?
I'd like to. I've got a certain cream I do like to
you
rub
do?
on my face. Salad cream. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute joy. Danny, remind us of your surname for the future.
Maxa.
Danny Maxa.
Lauren Harry.
Lauren Harris, it's been a joy and best of luck. Oh, shut up! For the future.
I don't need luck, I know it's all going to happen from the universe.
I've just got rid of that horrible song. Listen, what are you going to say, Lauren?
I said, I know it's all going to work out because I've got my fans and I've got the universe.
It's already working out.
It's already working.
Exactly,
working
it's
out.
already working
It's
out.
working out.
And it will carry on doing
Okay,
so.
keep working
Look,
out.
you're on our show, so you're doing something right, babe. All right.
Well, I've never met an 82-year-old who does the radio, so that's a one to me.
Oh, bless you. Get your hands up. We are here with Casey
Honestly,
Batchelor.
We've had some women in here, but this oh my God.
We have had
We've had
some Dolly in
honestly,
here, haven't we?
Oh, we have had some birds in here.
But we had Alderton,
We've had Anderton,
Anderton, not
we've
John
had-
Alderton,
No.
the former sitcom star.
Yeah.
We had Sophie Anderton.
Sophie Anderton.
We've had some other beauties.
We've
We've
had the
Nadia Essex.
oh yeah, we've had Nadia Essex. We've had what's her name from the Hennessy people.
The Hennessy people.
What's her name?
We had Laura Pretenska,
Oh, we did have
Laura
Laura
Pretenska off of the Game of Thrones.
but none of them
None of them compare.
come close
Thanks, guys.
to what the one we've got in here.
It is Casey Batchelor off of Celebrity Big Brother,
Amongst
other things. Off of, she'd done Russell Howard. Was it Russell Howard's?
Russell Howard's Good News.
Good News.
Yes.
What did you do on that?
I did all the comedy sketches.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, good times.
And
Yeah.
she's also done, she's a glamour model
Yeah.
for lads' mags such as Nuts, Zoo, Nuts and Zoo. And she is one of the most beautiful ladies in
We've
the
ever had.
Stop it, you're making
We've
me
ever
blush,
had,
guys.
yeah.
She also, now you might remember from this is not what you're best known for, but I remember you for having a bit of a romance, dated with ex-Blue boy band member, and that doesn't mean he swears a lot, he was literally in a band called Blue,
Bluey.
Lee Ryan.
Yes,
Are
indeed.
you still with Mr. Ryan?
Oh, no. Did you not watch the show?
Watch
no.
a bit of the
We
show.
watched a bit of
Bit of
it.
the
bit,
show.
a bit.
We watched
Nasty
that bit.
Nick.
No, he went off with the American girl, didn't he?
Oh.
Yeah,
he?
but
So
that
he
didn't last, though. She's
double-crossed
gone back
you.
to the USA.
He double-crossed you in that house.
We did. Double cross me in the house.
Did you have a kiss and a cuddle in the house?
We had a little smooch, not going to deny.
Oh,
Little bit of a cuddle under the covers.
Can we get that tape at all, please? Get that tape up on YouTube.
I bet you wished you watched it now.
Oh my God.
What is it like? I mean, look, the question that a lot of people would like to know is if you go in the Big Brother house, I'm thinking of, or any reality show, Jordan and Peter Andre, all the greats, Hillary Clinton and Bill, Taylor and Burton. Yeah. When you do that and you have an affair with someone,
on the screen. A smooch.
Is it a put-up job? Did Max Clifford, get you to do it?
Did he say, if you want to get on in this game?
I will tell you, Max Clifford didn't tell me to do that.
Did anyone?
He'd probably want to try and do that, though.
No, did anyone say that?
No, it was all real, guys. Honest. It was how it was. What you saw was what it was, definitely.
Okay. And he turns out to be a bit of a snake in the grass, didn't he, old Lee Ryan?
Oh, he was a little bad boy, was Lee Ryan. He put his fingers in too many pies.
Oh, yeah. And how did that feel when you're in the house and you watch that going on? You're thinking, oh my God, I'm trapped in a most extraordinary situation.
It was awful, guys.
Yeah,
I was devastated. I cried my little eyes out in that chair.
I don't believe it.
I did. I've not watched it back though yet. Yeah, It wasn't great, but you know what? There were so many other people in the house that I got on well with, so they was there. And the thing is that the house showed what, Big Brother shows what they want to show.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's a lot of stuff that they didn't show. So I was playing drinking games every night. I was doing tricks on everyone and drinking games on everyone.
You're
and they
having
didn't
fun.
show. But they didn't show any of that. I was shown as the heartbroken girl, which I was, but I was still having a lot of fun at the same time. Yeah. So there's a lot about me that the world didn't get to see.
I bet you think you dodged a bit of a bullet now, though, didn't you?
Yeah.
Mr. Bluey.
Yeah, he's not got great press at the minute, is he, old Lee?
What
but
happened?
You know what? He's got a good soul at heart, He's got a good heart. He was just being a typical bloke.
Well,
having a bit of fun.
I don't know.
I'll tell you what, he's not really, because if I had you, I wouldn't go with any
Stop it, Barry.
lady.
Should we go for a nice glass of red after?
Certainly not a septic tank.
Giddy aunt. Lovely. No, I wouldn't. No, we wouldn't go for no septic tanks. You're a homegrown. Where you come from originally?
Essex girl, yeah, of course.
What is it? We should have come from Essex. We'd have actually get somewhere.
Don't they? Listen,
good-looking girls in Essex, guys.
Where you natural tan?
Natural, yeah. I've natural boobs, natural hair, natural tan.
Where are you from then? I know you're from Essex, but are you originally a British lady?
Both my parents are Londoners.
Yes.
And my grandparents are Londoners.
Blimey.
You look like you're from Spain or
I always
somewhere
get told
like that,
this. Always, yeah. No, I think my great-grandparent was Jewish.
Okay.
But that's it. Everybody else are Londoners.
Well, it's a melting pot, London, isn't it? I often think, my old Cockney ding-dongs, South East London shopkeepers, they're all from Eastern Europe, Jewish Eastern Europe, probably.
That's right, mate.
So, do you speak to Lee Ryan anymore? Or?
We have spoken occasionally.
Oh, did you sort it out?
We're friends.
Why?
Because...
Good question. Yeah.
You know what? He was a naughty boy, but he's paid his due. He's he's not been liked very much, and I feel a bit sorry for him at the minute.
Oh, well, that's nice that you feel sorry for him. Are you currently courting another fella at the moment? Or?
I'm not courting anyone. I'm waiting for Mr. Right, guys.
God. Well, isn't he in that show Essex, that Towie programme, Mr. Right? What's his name, Mark Wright?
Oh, no, not that Right. Not that Mr. Right.
Go out with him.
I'm waiting for... He's with Michelle Keegan. They're engaged now, aren't they? What a beautiful couple they are as well.
Are they? Who's
yeah,
she?
She's lovely. She's
Who's
from Coronation Street.
Is she from Kevin Keegan?
No.
Keegan. No, shame.
What kind of man would you like then? Not a duplicitous rat like Lee Ryan.
Oh,
you want someone that's honest, straight down the line.
Yeah, straight down the line. It's got to romance me. I like a bit of romance. I do.
Yeah.
Light the candles.
I'm going to be taking to a restaurant.
On a bit of Barry White.
I like
Set the scene.
Oh my God!
I often say
waterbed.
That's it.
Yeah.
I often say.
I used to have a waterbed
There
years
you go.
ago.
I thought you
not
would
now
have.
though.
No.
They're a bit uncomfortable
Well,
when
a
you
bit
move.
wobbly.
The whole bed moves.
Yeah,
it's
a
not
bit
great.
wobbly,
You can't get the purchase. Can you?
Can't get the rhythm.
The rhythm.
The rhythm.
Well, look, it says here
Certainly shouldn't knit in them either.
that you are very keen to. Well, it says here, I don't know whether you're keen, but you would like to turn your back on topless work, which seems to be a crazy thing to do because you have to be facing front, I always thought. But, and want to perhaps pursue a career that you started on Russell Howard Show as a comedy actress. Well, that is madness.
Why is that madness?
Because it's a silly business.
Well, it's not so much just comedy, but acting as well. But I like comedy because obviously I don't mind taking the piss out of myself.
What sketches did you do on Russell Howard?
Well, there was one of me and Russell Howard actually acting out a porno, which was quite funny.
Oh, goodness.
And there was one where I got vomits spewed all over my face. That was quite funny. Yeah, Russell's lovely guy. Really like Russell.
Right.
But I trained at Italia Conti.
Oh,
so
yes, that's right.
That's what I actually love doing. I just happened to fall into the modelling for some unknown reason.
Yes, bosoms.
Someone spotted something.
Someone spotted something. It was quite hard to not spot.
Do you still do that sort of work?
Yeah, well, I've had a few meetings actually with some directors and some producers.
Right.
Watch this space, guys. I might be back on your telly soon.
Anything?
Just some British films. So some British movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I want to ask you, you're after a fella, you want someone who'd wine you, dine you, be romantic. You'd like to pursue a career in acting. Let's set up a little scene where Angelos is wooing you at a bar.
Okay, here we go. You ready, my darling?
Okay, is this going to be a comedy sketch or a straight sketch?
Whatever you like, my sweet angel.
Is how it will go down on the night. Hello, my darling.
Well, hi there.
How are you?
I'm good, and yourself?
Yeah, I'm okay. Why?
Very husky voice you've got there.
Yeah, I've got a husky voice. I've got septicemia.
Nice.
What have you got? Have you got any illnesses I should know about before we get going?
Not really. No. Just an illness for love.
Right. Well, in that case, let me get you a Bailey's.
Oh, creamy.
Yeah.
A Bailey's, is it, sir? Here you are.
Oh, that's your bum. Get lost. Go and find your own bird. So, I'd like to take you to dinner, if that's all right with you.
Great. Where do you want to take me?
Well, I'd like to take you to that Italian place up the high street. But I don't have enough money for that. So we'll go to McDonald's.
Oh, I thought you were going to be an Italian stallion then.
Yeah, no, I am that. But we're going to McDonald's. So,
thanks. The Golden Arches. Great.
The Golden Arches, my darling. And then maybe I can give you a present.
And what kind of present would that be?
Would you like?
Oh. Well, depends what you're packing.
Well, I can pack whatever you want, my darling. Yeah, I think that's going to work.
I think that'll work well, yeah.
Yeah, Barry?
Not really very romantic.
I think you'll find it is romantic.
I think I'd rather the barman.
Oh, my darling,
Hold on a second.
I clock off at around 11:15 after I've bottled up. Won't you meet me outside?
Round the bins.
Round the bins, I've got as many nuts as you like off the bar.
Yeah, it's all innuendo.
No, it's not innuendo, not at all. You've got eyes like
saucepans.
A saucepan.
Yeah, I'm just giving you some
do you know
lines.
what? You want to take me to the Golden Arches and you want to take me to the bins, so both of you can do one. I'm out of it.
That's charming, isn't it?
So where would you like to go if you was going on a date, my sweet darling?
Oh, it doesn't matter about the date. It's the person who I'm with.
Oh, well, that is true, I suppose. As long as they got a few quid.
Exactly.
Oh, do you know what, actually, they've got that new open-air films. Whereabouts is it being shown?
Somerset's House.
Yeah, I really want to go there. Sit on a nice blanket outside
that's nice.
with the stars above,
Picnic.
watching a film. Picnic, oh, it'd be lovely.
What film would you like to see? And get it arranged.
Something with subtitles. Romantic, foreign thing.
A foreign one.
Or are you deaf?
No, not deaf. No. I do like Pretty Woman, though. You can't beat Pretty Woman.
All that dirty dancing.
Oh, I love dirty dancing.
Ghost.
Nobody puts Baby in the corner.
That's right. Although I did do that once in the social services.
That was terrible, wasn't it? Don't do that again. Listen, if you're thinking of putting a baby in the corner,
don't do that.
Don't do that. Listen, we're going to be back with Casey Batchelor after
this. What is it?
Banana.
What is it?
Bananarama.
Oh, I quite like
really
it.
Says, don't go away, Casey. We've got something big to ask.
Big
questions.
Yeah, big ones. Ow.
Bop, bop, shooby-doo.
I'll tell you what about that song, Barry.
Yeah, what?
They got away with that, really, didn't they?
Oh, God, isn't it? Members of the Lucky Club.
I mean, they got away with that. They really did.
One of the most successful girl bands, aren't they? Members of the Lucky Club. We're here with Casey Batchelor.
Casey, listen, whose career do you admire and do you want to have a career like?
Oh, I love Julia Roberts.
Oh, well, hold on a minute.
She's absolutely beautiful,
amazing
actress.
That's it, babe.
Amazing smile. She's gorgeous.
She's got amazing sparks.
I'll tell you what, I saw her in that Osage County film. God, she's
give us a rest, Barry. We're Osage Counties.
Meryl Streep, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know about that.
It's about if it hasn't got a car crash in it,
I'm not interested. It hasn't got an explosion in
I
it,
like
mate.
Fast and the Furious then. Good film.
I love all them. I love all 6 of them. All 6 of them.
I'm trying to be cultured here. What do you mean, Fast and Furious?
Fast and Furious is cultured, if you like motors. High octane motors. This chair's about to go.
He's sitting on a chair. These studios were so lovely when they started.
We've wrecked
They've
them.
had a variety of fatties on it, and now it's broken.
And they're broken.
So
I am not one of them.
Tell me about so you're doing your calendar. You've got your calendar coming
I have.
out.
I'm shooting my calendar in Ibiza.
Oh, nice.
On the beach.
Yeah.
On the beach.
It's going to be on the beach. It's going to be on a boat. It's going to be in a club. Yeah, water all on me.
Oh, is it boobs?
There's no topless.
Oh, that's quite right.
No topless. It's going to be some sexy beachwear stuff, but it's going to be quite girl next door because I've got a lot of young girl followers now.
Well, yeah, so responsibility to them.
Yeah, I need to know, to go from the young girls to the guys. There's going to be a bit of each of them.
You're going to put a towel around you.
And there won't be no towels.
Oh, okay.
Might be a nice caftan or something.
Yeah, that's it.
Bit of sparkles going on.
Like Demi Roussos. Now this chair is really going to go, mate.
It's going to go. Yeah. It's going to be hilarious when it.
There you go.
That's it. It's gone.
It's gone.
The chair has gone.
That's it. Let's get another one. Look at this thing.
Just get that one off her. She's.
Yeah, get off it.
So you go there. That must be lovely. What a lovely job to go out modelling.
Yeah, but I'm going to go and party at the same time.
Oh, really? Not the night before.
Oh no, I'm going to go.
Do?
I'm going to go to Ocean Beach for the champagne spray.
Oh, yeah.
But we spray loads of champagne over each other.
My
it's great
God.
fun.
You're joking.
No, so we don't go in the pool. We just spray champagne over. We don't drink it. We just spray it.
I had a similar thing at Pontins when I knocked over a
bottle of red wine.
But I say it was sprayed over me. Someone turned and chucked a pint of bitter in my face.
Yeah.
It's not quite
Fell
the
off
same.
the balcony, didn't it?
That's right. And so you're doing that in our beach.
Hold on, sorry. To pick up on the champagne spray.
Yeah,
but you've got to close your eyes because it really stings if it gets in your eyes.
So what happens then? You go there and
we go there, all get glammed up.
Yes.
All drink our drinks and our strawberry daiquiris, and then there's a countdown.
Okay.
It gets to a certain time of the day, and we count down from 10, 9, 8.
I've got the idea.
Goes down.
It goes down
All the
from
way to
10 to 1.
And then every bed has a crate of like about 6 or 10 bottles of champagne, and we all just spray champagne and just a massive explosion of champagne.
That is
everywhere.
hedonism, isn't it?
It's really good. It's good fun.
that's hedonism. That is.
And then we all just get really drunk again.
Are you all on drugs when you do?
No, just alcohol.
How are you going to do?
It's a lot of money, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. Who's paying for the champagne?
It's cheap champagne we spray. We don't spray the expensive champagne. We spray the
spumante, something like that.
No, we spray Verve Clicquot.
Oh, that's rubbish.
But I know, but it's not actually, because Verve's one of my favourite champagnes.
Good,
me too.
But that's what everyone sprays. But it's actually one of my favourite champagnes.
But what I was going to ask is, how can you do that and then look beautiful for a photo shoot?
Well, I'm going there on a Saturday. I'm doing the champagne spray on a Sunday.
Yeah, pissed up on the Monday.
Recovering on the Monday.
Davis song, isn't it?
Took a girl for a drink.
She goes. You singer.
And then I'm shooting on the Tuesday and Wednesday.
Donna kebab between the Sunday and the Monday morning.
About 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Diarrhea on a Tuesday.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, but that'll make me slim again if I have the diarrhea.
Oh, yeah, well.
That's right, yeah.
So that's lovely. How exciting. And what was the other thing you were saying about your leg?
Leggings.
Yeah, I've got my leggings out. Wild leggings.
Wild.
They're called Wild.
Have they got like animal prints on them or something?
Well, yeah, some's got snakeskin prints on.
Oh my God.
And they're all different patterns, and some are matte and some are shiny.
Are they for the larger lady that can't get into trousers?
They're for small to large, yeah.
But extra large. You know, like the ones that you see on the bus with sandals and like
the one you see in Walmart. Have you seen them pictures in Walmart in the supermarket in America?
I've seen them, yeah.
God, they are awful.
Is that the market you're going for? Because that is a big market.
That's a big market.
That is it's a good return.
Could cash up on that.
You've got a lovely pair of legs. The moment they came in, I said,
what do you think, Barry?
I thought, what a lovely couple. So nice to see them together.
Yeah, that's right.
But the lovely thing about you is that you're a lovely, charming lady.
That's right.
Not just
Thanks,
beautiful.
guys.
Not just beautiful.
No,
And you're quite lucky at the minute because I've had a bit of a cold, so my voice is extra husky.
We like that.
Oh, so's mine.
Yeah, sound like I'm doing a cool channel. Have you been bad or good today?
How have you listened to them?
God.
Have you? Yes. Yeah.
That's lovely.
Oh my God,
that.
right.
Yeah.
So now what do we ask?
I know.
After that.
Sent me all a bit doolally.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, the temperature in the room's gone up by 3 degrees.
So look, we've got lots to look forward to. I'm going to get your calendar.
Oh, please do. You can put it up on the wall in here. It'll look great.
Well, I certainly will, but I don't want to knock over at me tea while it's up there. Listen, Casey Batchelor. Yeah. The most beautiful woman we've ever had in there.
Beautiful one we've had, yeah.
And she's going to be a wonderful comedy actress. You heard her improvising with Angelos.
That's right.
She's on the calendars. She's selling
leggings.
leggings.
Where will the leggings be?
They're out. The leggings are out already.
Where can I buy them?
You can buy them online at www.wildlegginslondon.co.uk.
Oh, lovely. Casey Batchelor. Listen, my darling, it's been an absolute treat. You'll like this one. Remember this one? This is The Shaman.
Wow, it's all about drugs.
It's all about drugs. Don't listen to this if you're going to Ibiza. Bye-bye, darling.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Night-night. Night-night. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Easy goods.
Is it been easy good? Oh, I got whacked out on drugs.
Oh, yeah, during this period.
Yeah, I was really out of it on drugs. I was doing like maybe 2 or 3 bottles a night, nurse.
Was you?
A night.
A night.
And then I was having it.
Yeah.
Large.
With codeine, I had I had a headache with codeine.
Yeah, that's good combination. Good combination.
My mind's that did.
Yeah, knock them out of the park.
Now, here's someone wants to speak to us. I hope this person ain't off their head on drugs. Who's on line 1? Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
It's Tom and Matt. You've got 2 people.
Oh, hello.
Two of us on the liveness.
Tom and Matt.
Right. What's your story then? Tom, let's start with you.
We have,
Tom, is that you, Tom?
Of circumstance.
What?
I'm a doctor of circumstance.
What does that mean?
Aberdeen.
What is a doctor of circumstance?
It depends. It's
yeah.
Not to be confused with one of those
Hold on,
Jewish
one at a
doctors.
time, please. Tom, the doctor of circumstance from Aberdeen. What on earth are you talking about? What does that mean, even, etc.?
It's just a job title.
Who gave it to you?
It's not a doctor who chops the foreskin off the end of a baby, is it?
Yeah, I think it
is.
is.
That's the doctor of circumcision.
Oh, sorry, yes.
Yeah, I'm a doctor of circumstance. Okay. You know, depending on the circumstance, I'll help you out.
Right, okay. So now, Max, or Matt, what is your name?
My name is Matt, yes.
Oh, God.
Yes.
You in a wing
I too am, in fact, a doctor, except I am a doctor of idiots. And I spend a lot of my time in caves with idiots, teaching them how not to be idiots.
You're surreal.
It's quite fulfilling.
You're surreal, aren't you? You're one of these surreal people, aren't you? Aren't you?
No, I'm quite real.
Oh, you're one of these surreal people.
I've seen it in the mirror.
You are one of these surreal people, and you come on here to try and hijack the show. Well, don't think you're going to get away with it, all right, twat face? Because we know what's going on, right? And we've got your number, okay?
I have a lab coat and a stethoscope, which means that I am actually officially a doctor and a scientist.
Doctor. That's official doctor stuff.
The NHS
not many people have that.
On its knees. And you always... What can we do for you two clowns?
What do you want?
Oh, just everything, really.
Okay, would you need any advice? Let's start with that.
How's the burger van, Angelos?
No, that is fine. It's got blown up. I don't know who done it, but I think it was my cousin that done it. In fact, I do know it was him because he told me. So that is what's happened to that. Okay, thanks for bringing that up. Thanks for bringing that up.
Was it simply to inquire about Angelos's other, stream of income?
No, I was wondering if you might have any advice on how to get gravy off a candlestick, because I have covered mine in gravy and it's a real pain in the backside trying to get them off, to be perfectly frank with you.
I do have a solution for that, actually.
Angelos, I've written it down. He wants to get gravy off a candlestick. It's a pain in the arse. That's presumably how he got it on the candlestick. Away you go.
What he says is very quite simple. You light the candle, you collect all the wax into a sort of candle, all the wax that you melt, collect it into a candlestick shape, and then re-thread the wick, and you've got a new candle, but with all the gravy stuff is either buggered off or it's gone actually inside the candle itself. So that should do it.
Like a gravy-scented candle.
That's a brilliant piece of advice.
I know it
I'm going to go and try that now.
Okay.
Anything else we can do for you two medics?
Doctor and the medics.
Is there a way to bottle badger musk?
Yes, there is.
It's easy. That's page 1, that is.
That's right. You just hold the bottle over.
I've been trying for days.
Well, you just hold it. You get a filter, you get a funnel, you get the badger,
frighten it.
You strap it down with leads and them things that start the car. Jump leads. Tie a couple of them to the paws. Tie the other end round a tree. Frighten it with a gun. Shoot a shotgun above its head, and then hold a bottle over it, and that should do the trick.
I can only assume that you two gentlemen are trying to attract a couple of ladies with some gravy-scented candles and the musk of a frightened badger.
Is that correct?
I'm trying to get them to work. Trying to get rid of them.
Rid of the ladies.
I've got some badger rounds and a candle. Just let it go.
Okay. Would you be interested in sourcing an invention of ours?
Yes, go on.
Yeah.
The light duck.
Eh?
It's a duck used for presenting Angel Delight. Angel Delight, as everyone knows, is probably the best pudding you can have.
Quite right.
But
comes in a range of varieties.
Presenting it at a dinner party in a pretty way is difficult.
Yeah.
But if you could squirt it out of a live duck,
I
think that's quite a theatrical way to present Angel Delight.
Okay. Yeah, no, I don't know.
Would you be interested in the Angel Delight duck?
Hold on, let me just write. I've just written it down.
Google. See if it already exists.
No, we wouldn't be interested in that. Not really.
First and foremost, mate, we've just been on the computer and it's already been registered at the Patents Office. So you are well behind the times with that, mate. So if I were you, I wouldn't invest any more money in that.
Specifically a mallard.
Look, I'm sorry. You've got to take a long, hard look at yourself.
Yeah, in the mirror.
You put a lot of time into it. I'm sorry, fellas. For that reason, it's a shit idea. Yeah. I'm out.
So am I. I'm out. Get rid of them.
Thanks very much, fellas.
Thank you.
Good luck with that.
Bye.
Jeez, what was all that about? I don't know.
Surrealists, Barry. This is what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
The surrealists. They think, just come in here, just say a few words, like Angel Delight.
Yeah. Badgers.
Badgers.
Yeah, candles.
Candles with gravy on.
If you're going to phone, don't waste our time.
Waste our bloody time. We've got nothing to do here and we want something to do.
Need some content.
Yeah.
Hopefully someone else will ring in a second. This is Where Love Lives, Alison Limerick. Now, don't go away. We're coming back with some gold in a minute. Gold! Sheer gold, isn't it? Yeah.
Not fool's gold.
Real gold.
Real gold. Oh, I love the pianos, Barry.
He likes the pianos.
Oh, I love the pianos, mate. Oh, yeah.
Alison Limerick.
I tell you what, she can come again.
She can come again, we like that.
Yeah, like the pianos.
Yes,
like
on the
Clayderman.
Piano. Alison Limerick.
Manilow and Limerick.
Where love lives. Now, we have had a lot of idle chitter-chatter.
Yes.
We've talked shit, shot the breeze, chatted shit for quite a while now, but at long last we've got some talent in the room.
Honestly, David Elms joins us now, who's a comedian.
Hello, David.
Hello, David.
Hi.
There
he is a stand-up comedian, musical comedy performer.
Yeah, what are people saying about him, Barry?
They're saying he's got a sharp, eccentric writing. He's unstoppable.
Is that true, David?
The first bit, probably.
Okay, thank you.
You're not unstoppable. We can stop
you.
No,
I think you can
stop.
You can either
stop.
Yeah, no, that's
intelligently comic and joyously silly.
Comics?
I can do both of those.
You're joyously silly.
Joyously silly.
Okay. There we go, yeah.
Intelligently comic.
Oh, hold on. She's harder to prove.
I've got the crossword here.
He has.
I'm actually.
You at Cambridge or Oxford?
I've been to both.
Okay. I see. Yeah. I'll tell you, talking of crossroads, there's one the other day, overworked postman.
TNT.
Overworked postman. Anyone idea?
Was it how many letters?
Fucking hundreds. Now, the great thing is about David Elms is that he's silly, fun, ridiculous, surprisingly inventive, and luckily he did quickly get to that setup.
Yeah, because I didn't. I was marvelous.
No, that could have gone on forever.
I didn't know what I was doing, though.
Laughter here is guaranteed. I'll be the judge of that. 4
we
stars.
have just already had a laugh. So...
We've already had a laugh. It's wonderful. You're doing a show called Nurture Boy. What's it about, David?
Come on, sell it to us. 30 seconds.
It's not heavily themed, but it's essentially me doing some of my songs and generally kind of talking about myself, but not really.
David?
And there's no real truth behind it. Yeah.
David, can you do a song?
I didn't bring my instruments, but I can do I can do an a cappella.
Yeah, do an a cappella song.
Short one.
David Elms
does a cappella song.
Well, some of your listeners might recognise me. They might recognise me anyway because of my voice.
Yes.
Because I've recently been hired as the new announcer on East Coast trains.
Oh yes!
Congratulations.
And it goes like this. Hey, 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 hey. This is the Quiet Coach. And it's just sort of that sort of thing.
Very soft and gentle.
Very soft and gentle. David, do you know London Midland trains at all? Because they're bloody useless.
Very good question.
Where would I have gone on them?
Towards
Watford.
London or the Midlands is the clue.
London Midland.
I don't think I sort of normally bypass that bit.
Because something that I don't like talking of trains is the over-information. We're just now arriving at Euston, your final station stop. I mean, I know that. That's why I got on the train. Please be advised that the platform, which you can see out the window, is appearing on the right-hand side. Please make sure that you bring all your goods, your bags, and then they'll always have a little joke, and any children, and invariably there'll be some witless moron who will laugh at that. It just winds me up.
You always laugh.
We'd like to thank you on behalf of London Midland. This is all extraneous to what is needed on behalf of us four. And thank you for using the service. I had no choice. That's the only franchise that operates out of there. And we look forward to, it's endless. Endless. What's your local
have you got any songs about that, David?
Yeah, London Midland songs.
Got any
songs about that? Do they have a quiet coach?
No, because it's all noisy because the bloody driver keeps doing the announcing, and there's a lot of scum.
I always find it weird how they, how on the tube when there's a tourist attraction, they'll say for the museum of whatever, a light here, and it's obviously for people who are not from England because they're tourists, but they use the word a light, which is the only place I've never heard that word.
Very, very true.
You never.
Good point.
They probably don't learn that.
Smart and intelligent.
The other one you only ever hear is on the weather, chiefly in the north. Chiefly. When did you last use the word chiefly?
You know, I'm using it all the bloody time.
Well, I know you are.
I use it in all my documents.
In your documents?
Yeah, chiefly.
I've chiefly
Listen,
been not working.
I do a lot of... I look for work in this area, but chiefly I don't look for work at all. And please can I have my dole check?
Yeah.
Chiefly.
Chief used to be a word, a sort of insult word at my school if you called someone a chief.
Oh, really?
Oh, what's that mean then?
Oh, you absolute chief.
Oh, well, I've always seen it's a good word.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know
chief.
Why.
All right, chief. All right, chief.
Yeah.
What was it about chief I didn't like?
I don't know. Maybe it was a anti-authority kind of thing.
Yeah, or racist.
Sure.
Probably racist.
Probably. Were there any Red Indians at your school? Not allowed to call them that.
No, these days. They're in the awkward squad.
In the awkward squad.
Mm-hmm. David.
Yeah, go on.
Your show. What is it about then?
Yeah, what's it about?
There's a sort of arc about how I'm getting married.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So it's just generally about... Because, some of the songs are love songs and...
Oh, is the Quiet Coach about that, about getting married?
Yeah.
Okay.
In a way.
Okay.
It's like us maybe on the way to our honeymoon that's playing.
Oh, that's nice. Where are you going to take her?
Cornwall.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, nice. Just really splash out,
Yeah. It's the money, isn't it?
Money, isn't it?
Yeah.
She'll be over the moon with that, won't she? 2 days in Cornwall.
Yeah, she'll be over it pretty
When are you
quickly.
getting married?
October.
Oh, my God.
October in Cornwall will be gorgeous.
Listen.
No expense spares.
You are doing your first show in Edinburgh.
That's right.
In August.
Yeah.
And yet, you're going to have money to get married and go on honeymoon in October after doing a month in Edinburgh.
Well, hopefully I'll get a few more of these radio interviews before then to sort of prop me up.
The coffers.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Does she understand that
the business
you are going to be losing around about £10,000 to £20,000 in Edinburgh?
Well, that's the
plan.
The nature of any relationship is compromise, isn't it?
Luckily, she's loaded, is she?
Yeah. Well, no. So she wanted a really nice honeymoon. But I wanted to do my own show. So
unless you want to start as you mean to go on, mate. Yeah. Absolutely.
Is she in show business?
We met doing comedy, but she doesn't do it anymore.
What happened? She fall over.
She didn't like the sort of all the bits where you're not on stage. Those bits.
Hanging about in the caps.
Yeah.
What didn't she like? Because it is nerve-wracking. We've discussed this before. It's very lonely.
Oh, it's a lonely business.
Oh, it's so lonely.
I think the uncertainty of it, the sort of insecurity.
The only certainty I knew about it was I wasn't going to get many laughs.
That was any work.
That was that was a racing certainty.
I've never been more certain about anything in my life.
Do you discuss the wedding plans, about the relations, about invitations, about the buffet, about the disco? What else features in the show about your wedding?
I try out a bit of my speech.
Let's hear some of it.
Your speech, please.
You might have to cover me finding it on my phone.
Okay, we're just going to find... David's going to get his phone out and he's going to have a look for a bit about the wedding speech. And I'm just letting you know because he hasn't... Have you got it, David?
I've got it, yeah.
All right, now David's going to do that.
So sort of, start with just the normal, great to be here, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Then the meat of the speech.
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah.
Huh?
Okay.
The most simple human emotion. The most complicated human emotion. It's so simple, and yet so complicated.
Yeah.
Oh, Liz, Can I call you Liz? When I'm with you, I feel like throwing away my mood ring. It's pointless because it would just be a ring that stays the same colour, the colour of love. But at the same time, it would probably be yellow, which means mixed emotions. So I feel safe and comfortable, and that scares me. I'm absolutely terrified of how safe I feel. I'd better take off the mood ring, actually, because it may explode with all of the colours of the rainbow and more. Throw the
ring out, yeah.
Liz, you're the background of my phone and life.
That's nice, very nice.
What I'm trying and succeeding to say is love. Now you will know what it's like. Or maybe you feel confused. In which case, I've done my job.
Oh my God, mate, this is deep stuff you're doing. This is pretty deep stuff when you say, Barry.
Is it in a way a comedy show that's about love and respect for someone?
I think so. I hope so.
What a lovely gentleman we've got here.
So we've got something honest and real.
Real, for once.
Oh, God.
Are there any poo jokes or willy jokes
gags
in it? Knob gags.
Must be a couple of knob gags.
You must have done that.
No, I do like poo jokes, though.
Okay.
Yeah, good. This is Pump It Up. That was Costello. We'll be back with more of David's filthy knob jokes after this. Now don't write them like that no more.
This stops abruptly.
Pump it up.
He can come again.
He can come again. We've had a couple of good songs on today.
I like his organ.
We like that. Now, we are with David Elms, who's doing a show, Nurture Boy, up in Edinburgh.
You're nothing to do with Robert Elms, are you, David?
Which, I don't know who that is. Is he a journalist, Robert Elms?
Yeah, presenter. That's a
presenter.
Show.
BBC
Maybe.
London.
I don't know many Elmses. So
Elmses. No.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay, don't worry. That's a no. That's a no. Where are you on at Edinburgh, Dave?
The Pleasant Cellar.
Of course you are.
The Pleasant Cellar.
The Pleasant Cellar. What time of day?
4:45.
Unlucky. Now, the great thing is...
Unlucky.
No, I'm only kidding. It's a good
It's
time.
a good slot.
It's a good
in the cellar.
But of course,
if it's raining,
it's even better. Who is the man really behind David?
Who's the man behind David? David Elms, as we all know, is one gloriously constructed character. But who is the man that created him? Are you there, sir?
Yes, I'm here.
Here he is.
Sorry, sometimes I get a bit caught up in him, and it's like I'm wearing him around, you know.
It's a beautiful construction. What's your name, sir?
My name is Ingel.
Okay.
I'm saying it right. That's Ingel, yeah.
Ingel, you've created this fella, David Elms. Tell us about him.
Well, it was just a case of give the audience what they want, you know.
Yes.
It's, do I want to be at the Pleasance? You know?
Yeah.
Do I want to be in a cellar?
Yeah.
Do I want to get on, the radio? Onto the radio.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I just was watching in the clubs at what the audience were going wild for.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it just happened to be...
David Elms type.
Just an upper middle class man.
Yeah.
No, well observed. Well observed. You've got him down to a T and all, you know, that really David fella. You really
I think that it is, when you hear a very posh, when you hear a German speaking English, sometimes it just does sound like a posh English person.
Yeah.
Hello, David.
Yes, that's
right. Yeah,
and then it was just a case of, hello, I'm David.
That's wonderful.
See the way you've done
it. Metamorphosised.
You have to listen to lots of tapes.
It was a case of just walking the streets, hearing what the people were saying. They were saying, hello.
Yeah, like that.
You know? And I was, hello. And they were going, oh, can I help you? English? And I said, no. But yes, I can be for like £40 a gig.
Yeah.
How do you... God, that's good. How do you...
bad, is it?
It's not bad, is it?
Not bad at all.
What do you think of David? Is he a ludicrous sort of character? Or?
Yeah.
Well, I do think that he, somewhere in the process, there was a loss of a backbone.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, he's a bit of a weed.
Yeah, there was a loss of the ball bag.
Yes, the ball bag.
Yeah. And also it is just sometimes a bit... Because I've seen some Fringe shows and it is all about, oh no, my life. And oh, my dad is crazy.
Yes.
And
yes.
oh, my dad he's died now.
Yes.
And David, you know.
Yeah. And do you tell jokes yourself?
Yes, I have. For me, the show is more about exploring things. So I like to do some role playing.
Okay.
I like to do some talking to girls.
Yes. In the audience, you mean?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, like chat them up and stuff.
Yes, I like to, because I just broke up with my girlfriend.
Oh, sorry about that.
Thank you. So now it's a good place to meet girls where they are not allowed to talk and I am.
I see. Yeah, that's
a conversation.
That's a bonus. Yeah.
And it's just, I'd like to talk about, my relationship with my father.
Was that tough? Was it?
He was a big fan of the recorder.
Right.
The musical instrument, the recorder. Yeah.
So, in a way, I should be doing a Fringe show.
About that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
David.
Not David.
What sort of material would you do on the recorder? Is it a bass recorder or?
It's like so we can do a bit of role play now.
Yeah,
so it's like a call and response.
Okay.
Yes.
So whatever I say, then you just come back at me with. You both together will be playing the part of my father.
Yeah.
And I will be playing the part of young Ingle.
Okay.
And so whatever I say, you say, "No, Ingle. Practice your recorder."
Sounds like a great show.
Easy.
Okay. And so that's the rhythm. It's no,
Ingle. Practice your recorder.
So I'll just get into the young Ingle frame of mind.
Okay.
Okay, Papa, I'm just going outside.
No, Ingle, practice your recorder.
But I can see my friend Uli and he's playing so gaily.
No, Ingle, practice your recorder.
But he's sitting on the grass and he's got a ball.
No, Ingle, practice your recorder.
Oh, please, Papa, I never see the sun.
I'm afraid. No, Ingle, practice your recorder.
Okay, fine. I'll have a glass of milk.
No, Ingle, practice your recorder.
You're right. What was I thinking? I'll have a glass of water.
No, Ingle, practice your recorder.
But I already practiced for 3 hours and a quarter.
No, Ingle, practice your recorder.
Okay, fine. I'll practice my recorder.
Thank you.
Ingle, practice your recorder.
Okay.
It's a wonderful show. I don't know why you wasted time with this David Helms character.
Yeah.
This sounds...
Stay with Ingle.
Now I've made
stay
all
with
of the
yourself.
publicity. It says David.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a bit of a
Oh, it's a good character. I mean, there's no getting away from it. But I think you may not need to hide behind the mask of David. And I think maybe there's enough about you, Ingle, to get out there and really show people what you're made of, because I think people would like to know, where you've come from, etc.
Your dad, is he still around? Is he still with us? Or?
He is around.
Yeah.
Is he still...
Bit too much.
He's
right?
back in...
Frankfurt?
Yeah.
In Germany, all right. It's all right, son. Deep breaths, all right.
Yeah, he's around.
Okay.
But it's... I don't know whether his voicemail is broken or...
But he's not...
He's not replying to your voice.
Not,
your email.
Not literally.
Well, and how then?
No.
Not at all? No.
No, okay.
What about emails? Is he replying to those as well?
What?
Emails? Is he replying to the
emails?
Emails. It's kind of difficult to understand.
Electronic mail.
Emails. I will try that.
On the computers.
Yeah, you just... You can send it like a letter, but it's...
Okay.
Global? Email.
It's global, yeah.
Yeah, it's all over the place, yeah.
Okay. Well,
right,
we look forward to seeing that. It's at the 3 weeks, said Laughter here is guaranteed. He's a finalist in the, says here, 2012 Musical Comedy Award. That's a lot of fun. Well,
Edinburgh Fringe dates, the 30th of July to the 25th.
Well, that's the idea anyway, that he does nearly a month.
You try and get as many of them dates as you can.
At the Pleasance
Edinburgh Festival. Silly fun, ridiculous, surprising, anything.
Yeah, is that the right fella? Oh no, that is him. Yeah.
Laughter here is guaranteed, they're saying here. On the 3 weeks.
That's not an actual guarantee.
No,
I was going to say because you can't put that.
That's not me that said that.
I suppose it's sort of different tastes, you know.
Yeah. Exactly.
Different tastes for people.
Different folks, different strokes.
Well,
okay.
There we are. That was a lot of fun.
Lovely.
That's
thanks, Ingle.
Thanks, Ingle.
Good stuff. That is
and
really
David Elm.
Good stuff.
That's really. We're looking forward to seeing that. Nothing like a good laugh, is there?
Okay. Lovely.
Okay. Bye. Begging, please. Begging for a funny phone call.
Who is it on the phone?
We got someone on line 1.
Hello?
Are you there, Abby?
Hello.
Hello. It is a lady. Hello, Abby.
Are you Irish?
Am I Irish?
Yeah.
No.
No girlfriend.
Oh, you're from United States of America.
Yeah, that was really good, Barry. Girlfriend.
Oh, he's doing the finger snapping now, like Beyonce.
The hands, not the face. And that.
Your face isn't listening. Abby! Nice to hear your voice. Where are you calling from, my sweet, sweet darling?
Where am I right now? I'm in Kennington.
Oh yeah, very nice. Yeah, we like it there, don't we, Barry?
Yes, we know it very well.
We like it there.
And what are you doing there?
What are you doing in Kennington?
Well, I just moved to Kennington.
Oh, that's lovely.
So I'm new to the south.
How are you finding the area, Abby?
It's nice.
Okay.
It's okay.
It's nice.
You've got Brixton up the road.
Yeah.
Where have you moved from? Sounds like you've moved from somewhere very exotic, and you found Kennington to be a bit of a slum.
Well, I moved from Crouch End.
Well, there you
go.
That's like posh central, isn't it?
Full of actors wandering around with nothing to do all day, isn't it? Crouch End.
Bob Dylan used to live there.
I'll tell you a story about Crouch End. You know this is true, isn't it?
Oh, right, I've got something up my Crouch End.
Right, this is true, that Bob Dylan, he come to do a bit of recording with Dave Stewart, who's got a recording studio.
He's got that church, isn't he?
At 45 Crouch Hill. Bob Dylan turns up, goes to 45 Crouch End Hill, knocks on the door. The lady answers and he says, "Is Dave in?" Now, it just so happened, just by chance, her husband, called David, a plumber or something, who was down the shops getting some milk for a cup of tea. He comes back and she goes, "You won't believe this, Bob Dylan's in the living room waiting for you." It's absolutely true. And he famously had a chicken tikka masala near the Queen's Head pub.
I know
you know that one?
Yeah,
there's a,
I know that
I don't know whether it's the Bell Ash or the one over the road, the Bell End. And he came in there and he had a chicken tikka masala and they stuck his order on the wall and that was that. Well, many thanks for phoning, Abby. It's been a pleasure.
Abby. What a lovely story.
What a lovely story. Bye-bye, darling.
No. Only joking. What are you up to then, Abby?
Well, I have a day off work, and I wanted to call in, and I need your advice.
Yeah, go on. Oh, yes.
Well, we're all ears. We've had some chances on here today, Abby, honestly. A couple of right prats.
Yeah, we have.
So I think you're going to be able to raise the tone.
Raise the tone. There we go.
Oh, okay. Well, I kind of need some love advice, some relationship advice.
Yes,
no problem at all.
Can you help me?
Yes.
Because I know, Barry, you've been with Margaret. How long have you been with Margaret?
Oh, I've been with Margaret for 61 years.
Happy years.
61 years. Well, happy. What's happiness?
Roller coaster, mate. Roller coaster.
Barry?
The secret.
Keep your mouth shut.
Undoubtedly is if you've been accused of saying wrong. You know, you're suspected of something. Before you go to bed, always make up. Doesn't matter what you make up, but make something up, for Christ's sake.
Lie.
But what is the funny little things about each other? You've got to
embrace them.
I mean, when we got married, we was up there with the vicar at the altar.
Oh.
You know, she offered up a finger, I squeezed it, she farted. Not a dry eye in the house.
Exactly.
You know, it's those funny little bits of material that Angelos has heard me say before.
I've never heard that one.
Oh, yeah.
That's new to me.
Yeah, but
very nice.
She's a lovely, you know, 61 years ago at the altar, I raised the veil. Then after some initial shock, we went ahead and we married, and we've been very, very happy ever since. What
do you need advice on, Abby?
Oh, hello?
Abby? All that good advice you was giving her.
All my old
She's
material.
legged it, mate. She's legged it.
Abby.
Abby.
Sounds like she's there, doesn't it?
And there's no one in the office to help us. We are stranded. Abby!
Hello,
Abby.
Abby!
Where'd you
go?
Are you still there? What happened?
Well, I don't know. We couldn't hear you, darling. My sweet, sweet angel.
Still here.
What do you want? What help can we give?
So what advice can we give you?
I need to know where to meet someone. Like, where in London?
Yeah, okay.
Am I going to meet my future husband?
Angelos.
Where is it going to happen?
Okay, well, I suggest Nelson's Columns.
Yes.
Because you've got everyone there. Are you looking to meet an English bloke or a foreigner? Or what sort of fella are you looking for?
A decent English fella or a...
English.
Yeah, you're an English fella. Have you been out with foreigners before?
Yeah, I have been. But
which sort?
I like English guys, I think.
Yeah, the foreigners a bit grabby, aren't they?
Don't like
bit
foreigners
grabby.
because they don't have the manners what we've got. You know, they like grab bits off you, and you know, they're very, very dramatic.
Yeah,
and they got uncontrollable tempers, especially the Spanish.
And above all, they're cowardly.
What? Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah, of course.
You want a stoic Brit, don't you?
That's what you want, the old Dunkirk spirit. What about a Hugh Grant type, or do you want, a more of a common one?
No, it looks not that important to me.
Looks not that important. You're in there, Angelos.
Yeah, I know. I think. Abby, we lost you.
You lost you talking to the receiver.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, there we go. We lost you for a moment.
We lost you
there.
for a second.
I think you might have something wrong with your shell, with your phone, mate.
Now, Abby, I've seen a photo of you on the internet, and you're a very attractive lady.
Oh, really? Get the photo up.
Here it is. Hold on.
Oh.
Had it printed
Thanks, Barry.
Look at that.
Bloody hell. Listen, Abby.
Oh, hold on. Let me that stuck together, that bit. Yeah, there she is.
Oh, yeah. Now then, Abby, listen. How about you and me... We could go
Are
down...
you single, Angelos? Are you single?
Hey, listen, I am single. I'm anything you want me to be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh my.
I am, because I want to get birded up myself. And you sound like a really how much money have you got?
Oh, shit. I have enough.
Okay, what do you do for a living?
I'm a makeup artist.
Oh, nice.
Who have you done? Whose face have you done?
So I'd rather not date an actor.
No, don't date a bloody actor.
With that, but
don't date an actor. Honestly, have you dated actors before?
Yeah.
Who have you gone out with?
I'm not telling you.
Why? Right, we'll guess. Charles Bronson.
No.
Okay.
Bobby Ball.
Yeah, I think that might be a yes.
Serious?
I think that might be a yes. Michael Gambons.
Michael Winner.
Ben Affleck.
I do like older men.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Sid Little. Sid James.
Sid James, yeah.
Sidney Lotterby, the director of Porridge.
Yes.
Look, I think you're quite right not to date actors. They do rather fancy themselves.
And they talk. All they do is talk about themselves.
Exactly, all the
ego
time.
thing, isn't it?
I think you want a nice gentleman. You say looks aren't important, but you're a very attractive. Like you're at least a 7 out of 10.
You can't go out with someone grubby.
No, you've got to have someone not.
Really, like,
you don't want someone
really
who's
good looking,
punching above his weight for the whole time.
Do you have anyone you can hook me up with, Barry?
Abby, would you consider going out with someone who's a bit ugly but has got loads of money? Dilemma.
Well, is he nice?
I don't know.
We don't know who he is. We're just thinking about it.
He's got a few quid, but he's got, like, you know, a face like a smacked arse.
If we were...
Yeah, not going to happen.
If we were to open it up...
But he's got a really good body.
If we were to open it up to the listeners and say, look, do you want to go out with Abby? They